he's very clear about his pecking order. Yeah, that's like an amazing guy. He just, that's perfect. So they're going to have to make some really, for the first time.
We have begun to bring unity, and Rod is part of that, and Jack Stewart is another major part, to Rosamond by putting the community service district and the school together in programs and in parks. And the goal is working together. The Rotary, the Chamber of Commerce, all of the organizations, and Rod and Jack are key to that happening. And I've lived here a long time, and that's never happened before. A lot of times, different organizations have been at cross against each other. But so it's really important that we continue down this road of unity. If it wasn't for a spark, there wouldn't be the thunderbolt, and Jack was definitely the spark that came and has begun to put things together, and Rod has just teamed right up with him. Starts with John Joyce, goes all the way down to Rick Webb, and John was the one who ramrodded this. It was a dream that came to fruition, and hopefully it's something we'll be able to do every year. But a lot of energy and a lot of passion and a lot of time and a lot of resources were spent by John Joyce, and I'd like you to give him a hand right now in the community.
All the forces in the world are not as powerful as an idea whose time has come. But that idea always starts with a conversation. And Rod Van Norman and Jack Stewart started a conversation for schools and parks, and in the face of defeat, they never stopped. But he knew that being defeated is a temporary condition, and giving up is permanent. He never gave up on our community, and he continues to be a voice for the future we see for our community in the face of our present economic difficulties and our often very hard decisions. And as a planner, I live in the future. So in 2050, when our children and our grandchildren who are living here, and they have fabulous jobs and thriving businesses and beautiful schools and beautiful parks, look back, it'll be because of the people in this room and the conversations that Mr. Van Norman and Jack Stewart have created for this community. I'm pleased to present the first Spark Award to a man.
First of all, it's my privilege to have been asked to come back to Rosamond almost 2.5 years ago to help Rosamond CSD decide that they wanted to get a seat at the table in Kern County and become involved in many different organizations. Little did I know that after I came back 60 days later that I would end up as interim general manager and then general manager. And I've had the great enjoyment of working with a fantastic board of directors who have all made a payroll, so they understand private sector and government working together. Fantastic staff and an unbelievable community.
Congressman McCarthy, I was told I have to read it all to you. So it starts off, Dear Rodney and your best friend Rick. Let me extend my earnest congratulations to you upon the acceptance of the 2010 Lightning Award. Recognizing our leaders are an integral part in every community. Congratulations, sir. I was speaking with Rod in his office about some plans for the future. Laura and I was talking about the future. And we were talking about something, and everything I told him, he liked the idea of it because he knew the benefits of it. So thank you for sharing your time with me. I'll say you think this is a good idea, and from both of these folks, anything they've ever told me, let's just make it happen. So I appreciate that very much. Resolution
of the California Legislature by the Honorable Roy Ashburn, 18th Senatorial District, and the Honorable Connie Conway, 34th Assembly District, relative to commending Rodney Van Norman. Whereas on April 24th, 2010, the Rosamond Foundation will hold its first annual Leaders Business Attire Gala at the Wayside Family Center in Rosamond, at which time it will honor Rodney Van Norman with its Lightning Award for his outstanding contributions to local life and in recognition thereof, he is deserving of special public commendations. Whereas, demonstrating uncommon awareness of a student's needs by making available public land for a skateboard BMS park, which is always busy, by the way, if you haven't noticed. Kids are there, and it's great. Rod Van Norman showed exceptional leadership in co-authoring a joint use agreement with the Rosamond Community Services District so the entire community could share park and playground facilities. The Rosamond Foundation's Lightning Award is an appropriate representation of Rod Van Norman's passion, power, and persistence for moving the local community forward. Now, therefore, be it resolved by Senator Roy Ashburn and Assembly Member Connie Conway that Rodney Van Norman be congratulated on his selection by the Rosamond Foundation as the recipient of its Lightning Award. Congratulations. Now you can do better than that. This is terrific.
The Board of Supervisors, County of Kern, State of California has officially proclaimed April 17th through 24th, 2010 as Rosamond Foundation Days in Kern County. The recognition has been entered in the official board minutes and is signed by the Honorable Chairman Ray Watson. So you have your week, not just the night. Certificate of recognition presented to Rodney Van Norman as recipient of the Rosamond Foundation 2010 Lightning Award and for exemplary public service and civic contributions to his community and to Kern County. And it's dated today's date and signed by all 5 members of the Board of Supervisors. Mr. Norman, congratulations, and if anybody has made a contribution to the community and the county, it's you, sir.
Rodney. Lightning Award, Rod has always been a lightning bolt.
I am used to giving awards, receiving awards. I know it's an honor, but it is difficult because I love seeing staff members get awards. I love seeing the children get awards. But I thank you so much to this foundation group. You've worked so hard on it. I know that Mr. Joyce talked to me many times. Jack, if you really want to know the catalyst behind a lot of the programs that's going on, it's Jack Stewart. There are so many people out there that need to be somewhat thanked, and a lot thanked. The Board of Trustees of the Southern Kern Unified School District and one past member, Olaf Landsgaard, and member Mario Gutierrez, supported me because we all had the same vision. It wasn't just my idea, it was the board's idea, it was the community's idea. Jack came in with a vision that's something that I wanted to do for a long time, but couldn't really see it happening. I saw it in other communities. When we go up north to visit, the community, the city, and the Parks and Recreation Division and the school districts would buy property side by side, open a park next to the school so they could use both sides. Well, why can't we do that here? Well, so just communication, what Rick was talking about, talk, sit down, figure it out, hammer out some details.
Oh, someone. Where's this